Pulse chain.
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 Is the tide turning for the cryptocurrency industry in America? We've seen a few positive recent events. Donald Trump has taken over the president-elect, and he will be taking charge next year, and he seems to be a lot more pro-crypto than the current administration of Kamala and Sleepy Joe. And now this, Richard Hart has brought my attention to this lawsuit which has just landed, and this is 17, in fact 18 states here is corrected. 18 states have just sued the SEC for violating the Administrative Procedure Act regarding Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. Thanks to DeFi Education Fund for bringing this to us. Right, so this is a couple of screenshots of the document. We'll go through the full document quickly. If you click this link here, it takes you to here. This is 51 pages, so we won't actually go through it. There's a summary we can get from Fox News, which is just one page. So this is 51 pages. It shows you all the states involved there. These are the plaintiffs versus the SEC, Gensler and the others in the SEC. You can see the complaint written out here. So this is summarized in this one pager from Fox Business News, and it says 18 states sue the SEC over unconstitutional overreach of digital assets. States suing SEC Chair Gary Gensler include Kentucky, Florida, and Texas. So there's a clip here of Trump saying that we must embrace cryptocurrency. So on Thursday afternoon, 18 states filed to sue the Securities and Exchange Commission and its 5 commissioners, accusing them of unconstitutional overreach and unfair persecution of the $3 trillion cryptocurrency industry under the leadership of agency chief Gary Gensler, Fox Business has learned. Led by Kentucky Attorney General Russell Coleman, the lawsuit was jointly filed in the Kentucky District Court in partnership with 17 other Republican attorneys general from Nebraska, Tennessee, Virginia, Iowa, etc., Oklahoma, Florida. The complaint was filed in collaboration with crypto advocacy group, so that's the DeFi Education Fund, that's who Richard mentioned, which advocates for sound policy in the decentralized finance space. There's Good Game, GG, Good Game, Gary Gensler, he's off. Notably, the lawsuit alleges that the agency's industry-wide crackdown on US cryptocurrency companies is unconstitutional because it violates fundamental principles of federalism, which ensure that government agencies operate within their constitutional defined roles. Gensler, in his capacity as chair, has said that the majority of cryptocurrencies, aside from Bitcoin and Ether, are securities and fall under the SEC's purview. His position, which the states argue is a broad interpretation of securities law, has resulted in the agency's enforcement division bringing a myriad of lawsuits against major players like exchanges Coinbase and Kraken, blockchain payments firm Ripple, and software tech company Consensus, among many others, for allegedly violating securities laws by selling unregistered securities on their platform. So yeah, you say that's an interesting case. They're saying they've gone too far. A lot of us think a similar thing there. This assertion by Gensler has been met with fervent pushback from the industry and its legal advocates, including 18 states, 18 state AGs, as well as many members of Congress who believe he's extending the agency's reach far beyond the bounds Congress intended. Given the lack of clear rules and the ordained regulating body, crypto participants have been operating in what AGs describe as a regulatory limbo. Yeah, that's right. I mean, there needs to be a clear set of guidelines here that need to come about. The SEC did not respond to the request for comment. Gensler defended his actions against industry during a speech at the Practicing Laws Institute's 56th Annual Institute on Securities Regulation Conference. Court after court has agreed with our actions to protect investors and rejected all the arguments that the SEC cannot enforce the law when securities are being offered, whatever their form, he said. So this is the last bit. We'll go through this bit here. The lawsuit further alleges that by imposing penalties and restrictions on digital asset platforms without proper regulatory framework, the SEC's actions have introduced significant risks to one of America's fastest growing economic sectors and infringed on states' rights to regulate their own economies. The AGs note that the Congress intentionally refrained from granting broad regulatory authority over digital assets to federal agencies like the SEC, instead allowing states to lead on the issue, but the SEC has ignored this allocation of power. So we won't go through all of that, but you get the general gist of that. So they're alleging overreach. A lot of us think the same thing. So this is another lawsuit. We'll see how that goes. Gary Gensler is now about to leave, I think, at the end of next month. So we'll see how this one goes on.